back. This is my beautiful bride. And we're here in, this is considered Winslow, Arkansas, correct?
That's right.
And this is Ava, and she is the owner of this beautiful B&B that we've already posted several videos on and stuff. And we wanted to get her nuts and bolts of how this all happened, the history of it, the backstory, if you will, and a bunch of. When you get inside, you're going to be amazed by all of the detail she has put into this place. And
no matter how long you stay, you will find something different every time you look in.
We were already here 3 days, and she showed me the little crystal hanging in the kitchen window.
Yeah.
I said, "Look at that little angel," and I thought she'd already seen it. She said, "No."
He calls me.
She's been. I've called her my angel for 34 years now. So
That's lovely.
anyway,
That shows a really pretty light around too.
it really does. It really does. Okay, if you will, let's start with the foundation. When was it built?
1917.
1917.
When I was only 3.
She's got your humor. Whenever he goes and gets carded,
Buying alcohol, whatever, they'll say, "What's your birthday?" And I say 6/1927. The kids don't even look up; they just type it
they
in.
just type it in. They're like, "Oh, that doesn't work." Does it?
So
Yeah, 1917. It was a settler's cabin. A man built this cabin and another cabin for his sister over the mountain and across the valley. And the sister's cabin actually burnt down, and she died in it. But
wow,
it's very sad. But,
yeah.
It was. They did logging for railroad ties. A lot of people around here did logging for railroad ties. The railroad comes through Winslow.
Right. And did he also put up the fireplace? I was blown away by that fireplace.
That was actually added by Anita, and Hank, her husband, and my dad actually helps too.
That's
the
cool.
one who helped lift the large piece over top.
Uh-huh.
Anita Huffington is a fantastic and not well enough known artist, but not unknown. She's a sculptor, and she got this place.
Saw the work in there.
Yeah. So they did all of the, like when you're in the space and you realize how much intention is put into how everything is built, that would be Anita and Hank's work.
Yeah, it is very artsy, and it's not just
It's a creative mind.
right.
Yeah,
right.
she really worked. They both worked every inch of the place.
Yeah, it
I
is
like all the door
so much
latches.
character. That's me over there in the reflection, BTW.
But like zero in on like the door latch, things like that.
Right.
Are things that you would pay a lot for that now. In the modern day, want something like that.
Just the construction of the doors, and those are probably aftermarket. I mean, you've added those.
I didn't do those doors. Anita and Hank did,
Oh.
but I'm sure that at some point they had to replace them. They put in. I have pictures. This the sort of kitchen used to be much more like what's it called, like a terrarium where it's all glass.
Oh, really?
But it wasn't necessarily very energy efficient.
Right.
So they built that out. They also added the front where the porch things are. So anywhere you can see where there's original logs, that's
Right.
And then this is what Anita and Hank.
And definitely not as cool as this is, but we like even on our porch, we've gone down and cut cedars and stripped them and did them as our running posts on our porch.
Nice.
And so they actually are our cross beams and everything. And then we have this type of metal over the top. So we kind of are trying to achieve what they have going.
Yeah, they worked on it for 30 years, and
we can relate. It feels like we worked on ours for 30 years, but we're not near as well.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, we'll just kind of walk around the outside and get a quick view of it, and then go inside and see what we got.
And when was yours added?
it would be sometime. I'm not sure the exact year,
Don't
but
trip
from the 70s to the 2000s, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But yeah, we call it the Hill House.
Very nice.
And I love it.
Yeah.
So is there an official name for this house?
I just call it the cabin. The cabin.
When-
This land is called Arkady.
Arkady.
Yeah, that's what Anita named it. And Arkady Way is the road that comes
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I think it's a play on Arcadia, from Greek
Right.
myth, and then also Arkansas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll show you a map that my partner made of it. And
Cool. Cool.
I'm not sure where you want to go. But you
I'm
walk
following
all
you.
the way
You're
around.
gonna orientate us here, and
Well, if you want, really quickly, I could show you that.
sure, absolutely.
It's better than pretty cool.
Seasonal.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thank
This
you.
is Nova trying to keep up with Ava.
Where did it? Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is so awesome.
So this is the map he's making of the.
So are you the artist? Where's your part?
Sorry too.
Very nice.
So this is the land. He called it. See, it's the cabin.
Oh, wow.
This is the
What a
compound
good job.
here.
And that's about where they were shooting the fireworks off.
They were shooting the fireworks right over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Did you notice Riley Creek?
Oh, how
That's
about
my
that?
grandson.
I gotta know
oh,
the
nice.
I gotta know the story on Forbidden Pond,
Oh, that's so you can see the property line right here.
right?
So it's just over.
Oh,
the
that's why
top.
it's forbidden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah,
We're
We
gonna get-
love
awesome.
your
Don't
your
let her-
selection of deadwoods and things. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are some of
Super,
those are
super
remnants
cool.
of Anita. She can see form in a lot of things.
yeah, yeah.
Like this is a good this bear. I just realized this was a bear.
It really
That's
is.
really
yeah.
cool.
Now, is that that's a rock though, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
But the rocks around here, they have interesting mineral content cleavage
Mhm.
so that it causes forms to come out.
I saw some of that and some of them that you strategically placed
Yeah.
out through here.
That's so much fun. We collect the driftwood too, and he has had to bring me home even rocks and driftwood from. He has a crazy story about Donner Pass.
Donner Pass, really?
Yeah,
We brought a rock home from Donner Pass. And
it was
Bang
a
somebody over
boulder.
there.
yeah, it was used in the. It was just on the side of the mountain, and it's about 3 feet long, about 100 pounds, and I.
That sounds hard to carry.
Yeah.
The only place we were in a semi at the time. He drove
Yeah.
for several years, and so I had to ride with it in my floorboard area on the passenger side for me to get home. Come on, it's all right.
I
You
noticed
can
this
make it.
piece
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't even cover it up with the. That was a high end
Yeah.
ice box.
And it may one day be useful again
Yeah.
when the power
Yeah.
goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are nice. They can on cool days I like to do this.
Oh, very
Let
nice.
the air circulate.
Yeah.
But,
I called it an easy room when I was in here
yeah.
earlier. So
Yeah, we've got all of our books organized. Very
love
tight.
all of your literature, and we
My
have a.
youngest daughter is a book lover.
Yeah.
She would rather. She loves the smell of it. She loves the library.
She loves going.
A bibliophile. Yeah, well, some of these probably smell pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, we're following you.
All right. We've got the kitchen.
She would rather be in a room full of books than people for sure.
Well, it's gonna be hard. Teach yourself the books. So yeah, you've got your kitchen space.
We did a video on just all kinds of details of your. One thing I said, doesn't that look authentic? Well, except for the stainless steel
Stainless.
pans.
Yeah, right. Okay,
And I guess
sorry.
electric range, but
Yeah, right.
anyway, just a beautiful cabin. I told her I'm going to be really sad to leave tomorrow because it's.
The little
That's a good way
flowers
to.
were.
It's a good way to feel, as
Yeah,
opposed to being
yeah.
so glad to finally get out of.
Yeah.
place.
It really. I mean, you can tell that it's not just a Airbnb. That it just feels like somebody's home
At
that
home.
you're so
Yeah.
welcome to.
I'm so
And
glad you felt that.
Airbnbs can be just dry
Yeah, they
and
can be just
yeah,
turned over.
and but there's character after character. And it's like an entire family lives here,
We
and
try to stay at Airbnbs over a hotel or whatever. We just don't like that
Yeah.
whole scene.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, it's so neat that you can see so many different people's homes, and there is
Yeah.
such an industry of it that it becomes
Yep.
like they
Half-
just buy
Yeah.
up a bunch of them, and
Yeah.
Well, half the fun is the people that we've met.
I bet,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a major part of the fun of it for me too. I
Um,
made some very good friends through this.
yeah, I've been the type I've never met a stranger, and
Mhm.
of course, 48 states, you meet all kinds of people, and
Mhm.
I have a bad habit of not remembering names because
You have
as
one
I'm
forget-
traveling, I'm thinking I'll never see that person again.
Right,
So
right,
I
right.
mean, it's in the back of your mind. You just don't capture their name.
Sure.
But anyway, so
Yeah, well, Anita and Hank put a lot of love into this place.
you can really tell just every nook and cranny's got, and the antique pieces that you have in here
Mhm.
are just really add to the.
That piano is magical because I got it at a thrift store and down here on a in a box truck, and I had strapped it in, and I was
Oh,
going down
on
the mountain.
these
Yeah, and the
box-
straps came and it flew across the box
Oh, my
truck, and I
God.
thought, oh, I've ruined it. And when I got here, and it was so hard to get in here, and I finally got it in, and I played it, and I was like, oh, it's still in tune.
Do you
How is
still
that possible?
do you play? Do you
A
play?
little, but yeah.
Would you show us a sample?
No,
I didn't.
sorry.
That's all right.
Not at the moment.
Yeah,
But yeah, it sounds
I
beautiful.
want to play. It's like my biggest dream is to play the piano or the guitar. I want to play both.
The guitar's more portable.
Yeah.
We have a stack of them. I'm trying to learn.
Okay.
I've bought her 3 pianos over the years, and
Keyboards.
she's wanting one
They're
more.
keyboards.
One was real similar to that one right there,
Yeah.
and
Well,
anyway.
you should play it before you go. Just play around on it.
I did play a
She's-
little.
I mean, she walked in and started pecking around on it.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
anyway, well, show us the bathroom and the bedroom, and of course we still got our stuff strewn across. But
Your
yeah,
little bathroom.
love the bathtub. That's a long bathtub for
Yeah, you
for
can
that
really
style.
like, lie down and get fully immersed.
Yeah. So anyway, love all the character things that you've added
Yeah,
to it.
I
so.
am always in such a go.
Yeah.
So I'm a shower.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's a shower.
You
so
can't rush a
I
bath.
have like the first bath in forever.
So
ever.
I will bet at some point you lived in this house.
I did, yeah. For the first few months, I bought
Mm-hmm.
this land and place 3 years ago,
Wow.
and I lived here for a year, or a little less. And I always had the idea that I would move back and forth.
Mhm.
I'd be here in the summer and there in the winter because
Right.
of energy efficiency.
Sure.
But I just love my little place
Yeah.
next door, and I like having
Settled in.
folks stay here. So
Yeah.
I do think I'll live here again. But
Yeah.
For now.
I would suggest that you, on your, like when you pull it up on Google Maps,
Mhm.
there's no place to make any comments or
Oh, yeah.
photos and that kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
that's the first thing I was going to do. I was going to go in and add photos and
Oh,
comments
yeah.
and stuff. So,
There you go.
There's the moment. Yeah. I don't even know how to do that.
yeah.
You're like making it a place, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So,
That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I may do that for my. Well, I don't even. We're so anti
Yeah.
social media for my family's company. that
yeah.
I don't know a lot of those things.
Well,
We
if
didn't even talk about the coffee in there, but
Oh, right.
we have
There's
to
not
do
that.
yeah, yeah. Let me go do a real
Sure,
quick shot of the coffee
Yeah.
because that was one of the things I was going to do. Start questioning about your
Oh, yeah.
family and what you do and
Yeah.
what's the story. I mean, it's obviously an eye catcher.
Yeah, it's Arcega's. My
Yeah.
last name is Arcega.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But my folks opened the first significant coffee shop in
Mhm.
Fayetteville in 1992.
Wow.
So they've been doing it since then.
Well, let's see what's inside.
And we really wanted to come yesterday. We wound up just soaking this in. and
Oh
we're-
yeah.
Then you said it was closing by noon. I'm like, we'll
I don't
never
know if we
get
can
done.
get it in time.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
is
if you
a
could
Brazilian
smell
coffee.
it, it
Yeah.
smells so good.
So oh yeah, smell that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we drink super dark, strong coffee.
Rich
like
coffee,
Really,
yeah.
really like
Mhm.
black.
Yeah, yeah.
dark coffee. I with creamer, him without. But
Mhm.
so I don't know what all varieties, but I told him if we get over there, we need to shop.
That's
Yeah.
the Brazilian. It's Brazil Fazenda, and it's a natural process coffee, which means how coffee processing works, where you've washed or natural.
The chemicals they add to it
Well,
and the
it's-
baking and
It's more that you pick it as a fruit. It's a
Mhm.
seed of a fruit,
Mhm.
and you've got to get the fruit off in order to get to the roasting of the seed.
Right.
And so a lot of Central American coffees are washed coffees, which
Mhm.
means they depulp them, they wash them with a bunch of water, and then they let them dry. And natural processed coffee is more common in Africa and some Central American countries, and that's where you leave the cherry on
Yeah.
and you dry it on there, and so they get fruitier tasting.
Yeah.
So then after the fruit dries, they dehusk it,
Yeah.
depulp it, but it's dry. So that's what this coffee is.
Yeah.
It's from Brazil and it's a natural process.
I just recently watched a video on the Yopan holly and how that used to be the natural
Mhm.
coffees from America, the Native
Mhm.
Americans and whoever else.
What was it?
Yopan holly.
I don't know.
It's they have little jagged leaves, almost
Oh,
thorny.
holly.
Sharp
Yeah.
holly
Okay.
bushes
Yeah.
with the little red.
And people
berries.
they would eat.
Just take the leaves, either dry them and just
Ah.
look basically like that after it's dried.
It sounds
And
rough.
Sounds spicy.
but you can make a tea or a coffee out of it.
Okay.
But if you let it dry and
Okay.
yeah, and then steep,
I
and
had no
it's
idea.
stronger. So well, let's
So
check out the
y'all
bedroom.
Order the coffee in from all the countries, or what do you
Yeah, I was for a long time. I was our green coffee buyer. We have several direct relationships with different farms in Central America.
Very nice.
And then we work with some small importers.
do? Have you got to go out of the country to those
Mhm,
places?
yeah.
That's really awesome.
And now my husband, ex-husband, but not, we're still married, but we're friends.
One of the stories.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good
We
story.
hear a lot of those
Yeah.
stories nowadays.
Yeah, so my best friend is the coffee buyer now. And
Nice,
he
nice.
does all the.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Just tell him everything he knows.
Yeah.
You want to see the bedroom?
Sure. Sure. And you'll have to fill this in on your parents' cafe and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
coffee thing.
Yeah, well, here's your bedroom. And the next thing I need to do, I'm working on, is artwork in here, because you can see where the artwork was
Oh,
on the
okay.
wall there.
I hadn't noticed
Yeah,
before
I'm
now, but
glad. That's all I can see when I come in here.
Right.
Is the fact that it looks bad.
yeah.
But yeah.
There's a nice little closed cabinet there. So
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. It stays cool in the summer. That's what I love about this space, is it doesn't
Yeah.
take much energy to keep
Yeah.
it cool.
yeah.
Like, I'll turn off the AC between guests,
Sure,
and
sure.
it'll stay around 78, which is
Yeah.
what I usually keep my house at.
Yeah.
Our bed is a queen.
Uh-huh.
We stay in the Texas bed is a king,
Uh-huh.
which he complains that I sleep too far away.
That right
And-
there is the problem.
And he actually, I figured he would like the smallness. so
yeah, the close cuddling of it.
He told me, you only gave me 3 inches.
I have this drawing of my partner and my cat and dog in this bed, because
Yeah.
he woke up. He wants space, and so
Yeah.
he said, "Oh, I was taking up the entire bed, and
Yeah.
he couldn't hardly sleep." And I was like, "Okay, that is not what happened." Richard, the
Yep.
cat,
Yep.
was stretched out over the entire half
Yep.
of the bed,
Yeah.
and then there was you diagonal, and then there was me as a little pill bug,
Yeah.
like a tiny little curled up thing with my dog.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was Richard, not me.
We get it. We also have a Shih Tzu that sleeps with
Yeah.
us. So.
Yeah.
She's a queen.
Yeah, Richard's a friend.
Well, listen, we've really enjoyed this, and
Did you walk into the living room?
I didn't really. Let's go and get a little cleaner, closer look, and maybe you can give us an idea or two of the some of the little character pieces.
Yeah, they're just, I don't even know.
I just start hitting buttons.
So
Hope for
we've
the
got
best.
our poetry down beneath the picture window here,
Okay.
and I'm glad you have the bird feeder out, because it's a really wonderful place to
We
view.
spent
We-
most of the
Yeah.
morning yesterday just laughing
Yeah.
at the squirrels.
Yeah.
And
Trying
the little
to-
chipmunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we've
Alden,
got
we named him.
bird guides here for Arkansas birds, so you can learn a thing or two if you want.
Right.
Our
Right.
fiction and our nonfiction.
Right.
They were
bookshelves.
outdoorsmen when he was growing up. His dad was a coon hunter. This is where she stayed.
Nice.
All day long.
Yeah, it's a good. So
So we've decided we need to build.
yeah,
this on-
low threshold.
We have
Very nice.
6-foot windows in an 8-foot wall, 3 of them side by side.
as
So
they're
I'm going
low
to build a
almost to the
mantle that
ground,
goes
so that would
across,
be perfect.
Yeah.
and it's the windows that overlook the lake.
Oh,
So
that'd be perfect.
yeah.
That'd be lovely.
so
It's a good, like, cats and dogs love it, and
yeah,
children.
yeah.
And people.
She was
Kind of
Tammy.
matches, too.
Tammy was asking about the inset of the fireplace here, and I assume it's just kind of a safety thing for sparks flying out.
Oh yeah, it's more. I think like that they wanted a nice cozy space.
Sure,
They had their bed set up in there for a while.
Really?
It's not very big, but yeah, they would sleep by the fire.
Yeah.
I need to.
I told them I don't think they're very tall people. When
No,
you look
well,
at the door heights. and-
People in the early 1900s were
Yep,
shorter than
yep.
us. But Anita and Hank too. Anita's pretty small. Hank's a normal sized man, or was. But yeah, I want to get a bunch of cushions for around here.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about fire hazard,
Sure,
but
sure.
I think it'll probably be okay.
Well, if you're using the cushions, you're obviously there to.
Yeah,
Keep
right.
it on it, so.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, Miss Ava. We sure enjoyed the visit and just love the place. And we hopefully will have another reason to come back up
Yeah, I
here.
hope so, too. It's been a
yeah, because
pleasure.
we've really enjoyed it and
I love it.
just felt so at home. And we've probably been to at least 15 Airbnbs. And
So we're gonna be going through probably Fayetteville
Nice.
tomorrow.
Mhm. You're gonna go to a really good coffee shop or a restaurant.
I
We
told
are.
them
Well,
we
that's
needed
our
to
plan.
Try that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, so my family has 4 cafes at the moment that are open. There's 2 on campus too. But the Mill District is the one on South School, and
Okay.
it's a full restaurant, and we do a lot of. It's open till 3 every day, and we do a lot of just like seasonal whatever is good. Try to make it fresh and
Cool.
healthy and good.
Cool.
And also coffee program
All
and
right.
cocktails.
If I can
walking
get
in
you
a
two to
coffee
get
shop.
together for a second, I'll do a
Smell
quick
good.
picture and
Ah.
let me do this because I got a light in the back. There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for doing this again, and thank you for offering. I'm just going to call it your home because it's how it feels.
It's
So
an extension.
yeah.
Well, it's a
Anyway.
pleasure. Thanks for coming.
All right.
And being sensitive to
We
what you
have
like
a
about
lot
it.
of friends that are in our same boat that are semi-retired.
Yeah.
And or they travel a lot and still try to work,
Mhm.
trying to do it all. But we have friends that are watching our videos and already want to come. So
They can
Have to
appreciate
do
it
it.
half
Yeah.
as much as you. I think they'll have a good time.
So we'll have to do a video of one of them anyway,
Yeah, the cafe.
cafes
Oh,
and
yeah.
and
Yeah.
do our little professional. What's the word I'm looking for?
names of the restaurant are the Mill
Yeah.
District.
So if you just if you just Google Arcegas, you'll find all of them. So
Okay.
there's a drive-through. It's really sweet. There's where I was working yesterday is their little shop on the square, right where you were
Mhm.
at Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just a block off the square.
Okay. Yeah, we ate
we
at
went over to.
Food and Folly
Oh,
yesterday.
Feed Folly, nice. Okay.
It was crazy trying to find parking. We
I
ended up
bet.
parking on
Yeah.
the square.
It's good
Yeah.
food though,
Yeah.
and that dessert.
What'd you get?
That toffee pudding.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't think I was gonna like
I
it,
thought
but
toffee pudding would be pudding, and it was cake
Oh,
with
oh.
toffee poured over the top.
Oh, like bread pudding is not.
yeah, it wasn't mushy like gum pudding
Okay,
or
It was like a
bread
soft,
pudding,
not real chocolatey,
like
but
a
just light
very
chocolate
soft cake. Yeah,
with a. You have to go have it.
Yeah.
it was
really
delicious.
yummy.
Cool.
If you like toffee, and I love it.
Yeah. All right, enough for the commercials. Thanks again for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ava.